Since we're still running a demo mode, and of course we can check that by going into our back office, and this option here is still enabled, the demo mode. Let's have a look now at our front end and our front office. So this is our web page, this is our online e-commerce store, and this is something that our customers and visitors will be presented once they actually type in our URL. So let's go now and let's simulate a purchase. So what I will do is I'm going to go through all the required steps in order to purchase an item, and we'll actually have a look at our back office, how all these numbers change. So basically I will make it quite simple and easy. Let's go and say that I want to buy a t-shirt. I'll follow that link there and I'll be presented with all of the items regarding the t-shirt. Of course you can set up all these options differently, and that's something that we're going to do, but basically there is one t-shirt here, and if I click on this particular icon or this particular picture here, it will give me some more information about this particular t-shirt, a couple of different images and basically some information about the t-shirt, the price, the quantity and the sizes available. I can go and hit on add to cart, or I can actually go and hit add to my wish list. I'm actually going to close this window and I'll actually do that from here. Once you hover over this particular item, you'll get a couple of more options: add to the cart, more, which will open the same page that we were just previously on, and some different colors, and we can see that this is in stock as well. There is once again the link to add to wish list, and actually you can use this to compare this particular item with other items as well. Now this is totally customizable, and we'll actually see in some of the future tutorials how to go about customizing all of this, but for our purpose now we'll just go and hit on add to cart. Alright, then the pop-up window will show like this, basically some information here, and we'll get the information that this product was successfully added to our shopping cart. There is one item in our shopping cart. Total products including the tax is actually this amount here, the shipping is free, and the total is this amount here. Okay, from here I can go back and continue shopping, or I can actually go and proceed to the checkout, and I'll click on proceed to checkout. Okay, now this is some sort of a summary. So basically this is the summary of our shopping cart. At the moment we have only one item here. I can go back once again and continue shopping, or I can proceed to the checkout. Here I'll find the information. I can actually change the quantity. Currently I have it as 1. I can change it to 2, 3, 4, or however I want to buy. I can actually go and delete this as well. Right at the top we'll find a couple of steps required in order to actually make the purchase. First of all, it's summary, then there's the login, the address, shipping and the actual payment. Alright, so I'll proceed to checkout now. And this is basically the second step. Now people who are actually going to buy from your website, from your online store, have to be registered within your system. Okay, if they're already registered, they will follow this right hand box here. They'll put their email address and their password and they will log in. Let's say for the purpose of this example that we are a new customer and we do not have an account with this particular online store. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll use the box on the left hand side, and first of all, we will enter our email address. Okay, I have just entered a demo email address, so I have just entered my email address at myemail.com, and I'm going to create an account. Now, when people are actually using this in real-time situation, they will actually have to enter a valid and real email address here. Okay, let's create an account. Now we'll ask you for some personal information. So first name, last name, email and the password. I'll quickly fill in all of these details. Now we'll come to the option here, the last two check boxes. Sign up for a newsletter. I'm gonna say yes. Receive special offers from our partners. I'm gonna say no to that, and basically I'm just going to hit on register button here. This will now bring me to step number 3, which is my address. Here I'll enter my address, so let's do that quickly. Okay, so I've entered some information here. Additional information I'm not going to add any, and the information I have added here is just some random stuff because we're just using a demo and therefore there is no need for actually entering real information. However, the new registered users, when you have an online site, will have to enter their correct email and other information. Alright, I'll hit on save button and move on. Okay, so I'll quickly have a overview of my address and everything else, and if everything is okay, I can hit on proceed to checkout, or I can actually go and follow those two links to actually change my information. Also, I can add a new address here. Let's proceed to the checkout. Now we come to the shipping, and at the moment I only have two options here. So there's a PrestaShop pickup in-store service, and there is my courier delivery the next day. Okay, so let's choose this one, and what I need to do is actually agree to the terms of service, and I'll hit on proceed to checkout. But before I do that, what I would like to say is that since this is a demo version, we only have this shipping offer option here. When we actually go and build our online store, we'll add many different shipping options, and our users will be able to actually select from a list of different shipping options. Okay, let's go and proceed to checkout. Now we come to the payment. Basically, there's some information once again here about the actual item we are buying, and then we have a couple of different options. There's pay by bank wire or pay by check. Let's say we want to pay by check, and then we have some information here about how to actually address our check, the actual amount and everything else, and we'll just go and hit on confirm my order. Alright, so some more information here, and that's basically it. And then you'll find actually your order on PrestaShop 1.6 is complete. Once again, when you're actually running a real shop, this will actually change, and instead of displaying here PrestaShop 1.6, the name of your online store will be displayed. So quickly, let's recap what we have done. We have logged in onto our web page. We have actually selected an item we wanted to purchase. We made a new user. We actually filled in all the required information. Then we actually went and followed the whole process of buying this item. So at this point of time, our user has actually made a purchase, and now what I will do is actually let's go back to our back office, and straight ahead right at the top you can see that I have two new messages or two new updates. My shopping cart has a number 1 on it, and my user icon has number 1 on it. So if I click on the shopping cart, I'll actually have information about order number 7. It's actually from Peter Johnson, who we just created as a user, and there's the total amount there as well. The information here will be shown on actual how long ago this particular order has been made. Let's go into the users. The latest registration was actually Peter Johnson, and that was done 3 minutes ago. Alright, this will now display some information about our new customers. There's 1 new customers, new subscriptions, there's 4 of those, and basically like before, this will give you all the required information for you to actually see what you have done. And there is the particular order we have just made. Okay, so there's a sale, and if we actually go and see the orders, it's displayed right there as well. And basically all the information here will now change according to your current status. So Peter Johnson has just made 1 purchase of 1 product. This is the amount, and basically we can view the details as we have seen before, and there is the date there as well. So before you actually go into building your online e-commerce website, I will strongly suggest you play around with the PrestaShop in the demo mode. Once again, the demo mode is enabled by actually following or actually clicking on this link here, yes, on this green button in the demo mode section. And once you have actually entered the demo mode, go around and have a look how all of this will change when you actually make some purchases, or when you actually simulate some purchases through your online store. Once you're happy with how everything works here, and you understand all of this information, and there's a lot of data and a lot of information here which can be very useful. So once you understand all of that, you're ready to actually start building your online store. Basically, you're ready to start customizing something that looks like this into something that's actually better suited for your needs and for your own personal likes.